Hi guys, welcome to McKola TV. This is MUFC Transfer Talk number 14. And today we're talking about Alvaro Morata. We're talking about a Paul Pogba transfer. We're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, unfortunately, again. And we're talking potential transfers in and out of Manchester United for the next half an hour or so here on McKola TV. Hope you guys are doing well. The numbers are climbing very, very quickly. We're close to 100 in the house right now as well. So thank you all for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, make sure you keep your comments coming in like Nathan, Johnny, Odesi, Gabolan, Nathan, Adam, Reza, Nathan again, Ryan. Everybody's getting their comments in at the moment. Look, if I missed your comments, I do apologise. I will try to read out and answer as many questions as I possibly can. Now today, as I said, we're going to look at Alvaro Morata to Manchester United and we're going to give you the latest on that transfer. Is it going to happen? Because obviously, since Cristiano Ronaldo has started talking about potentially leaving Real Madrid, although I think is having us all on in that aspect, now he's started talking about potentially leaving Real Madrid. It's all gone quiet on the Alvaro Morata front. Are United thinking about getting Ronaldo, or what's the situation there? So we'll start talking about Morata. We'll obviously cover Ronaldo a little bit. I'm not going to look at Ronaldo too much because like Swapnil says, Ronaldo won't come. I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo is going to end up at Manchester United. And we're going to discuss a few other things as well, and whatever you guys say will pop up in the questions. But first things first. Now, obviously, we heard a month or so ago that Manchester United, Juventus, Mino Raiola were being investigated in terms of the transfer, the £41 million that has been handed to the agent. FIFA wanted to investigate this. Now, Manchester United came out at the time and said, we've got nothing to worry about. We've got nothing to worry about here because we're fine. We're not in a position where we're gonna have to. Bear with me. Apologies about that, guys. Apologies about that. I am back now. I do apologise for that. Basically, what happened was my phone was on 4G instead of on Wi-Fi. So I started getting emails and text messages saying that my data was running out. So before my data ran out, I had to connect to the Wi-Fi. So hit that live button and you will catch up with the stream. So, where were we? Manchester United, Paul Pogba, FIFA, Juventus, Mino Raiola. We were talking about this. So basically, and MU2511, welcome for the first time. So basically, Manchester United, Juventus, this Paul Pogba transfer had been investigated by FIFA. And Manchester United came out at the time and said, look, we're not worried. We've got nothing to hide. Everything that we've had to show, we have shown. And now FIFA have come out today and say Manchester United face no further investigations for the transfer of Paul Pogba. United have done nothing wrong. They've come out and said that, but they will investigate Juventus' side of the deal. So FIFA are investigating the Paul Pogba transfer, but it's nothing to do with Manchester United. It's to do with Juventus and potential clashes with third-party ownership rules, which would mean Mino Raiola's £41 million. So that's what FIFA are investigating, and it will not affect Manchester United or Paul Pogba. So delighted with that news, and we've got that news out of the way now. So moving on from that and to Alvaro Morata, because there's been a lot of talk about Alvaro Morata joining Manchester United. And recently, the talk's got a little bit quiet. Cristiano Ronaldo dropped his bombshell on Friday, where they leaked to the press that he wanted to leave Real Madrid. Whether he's going to go through with it or not, I have my doubts. He's not going to go through with it and leave Real Madrid. I don't think that's happening at all. So Ronaldo done this, and everything seems to have gone quiet on the Alvaro Morata front. But Fabrizio Romano, who works for Di Marzio, who are very, very reliable, we know that, of course, they may get things wrong. They may get signings wrong, but usually be very, very reliable. And Fabrizio Romano has come out and said United are still in talks with Real Madrid for Morata and are trying to convince Florentino Perez to sell him. Agreement has been reached with Alvaro. And also, what I've seen as well elsewhere reported, whether this is true or not, I don't know. But apparently, Morata and Mourinho have been in constant dialogue. They've been in calls with each other and they've been talking to each other saying, look, the move's going to happen, don't worry. We're just waiting for this fee to get agreed. So it's seemingly the case that this Morata move will go ahead. But United have to agree that fee with Real Madrid. With the whole Cristiano Ronaldo situation at the moment, that could be delaying things. But you hear about these reports coming out from Andy Mitten, from ESPN and from various other places, that Manchester United are very calm in terms of this Cristiano Ronaldo drama at the moment. And that's what I'm going to call it, because it is drama. I don't think Ronaldo's going to leave Real Madrid. I think it's purely drama. He's doing it for a little bit more support, whether financially or emotionally, in terms of, you know, this tax fraud allegations he has faced. So in regards to all that, I think this Cristiano Ronaldo drama, the end game of it isn't him leaving Real Madrid. That is my opinion on that. But this seems to have delayed things with Manchester United now, signing Morata. But Andy Mitten has come out today, and a few others have come out today and said that Manchester United are calm. We're not getting pulled into these Cristiano Ronaldo drama. We're not, you know, dropping everything and going for him. If Cristiano Ronaldo is available, if he wants to leave, let him force it. And that's exactly how it should be. If Cristiano Ronaldo genuinely wants to leave Real Madrid, let him force it. Because if he actually wants to leave, he will end up at Manchester United next season. But I don't think he actually wants to leave. And I don't think Manchester United think that either. And I don't think Jose Mourinho is the kind of man to be chasing around after Cristiano Ronaldo, massaging his ego and then getting two fingers stuck up at him when Cristiano Ronaldo decides to stay at Real Madrid. Thank you, Michael, for getting involved in the comments. Vaishak says Ronaldo won't leave Real Madrid. I'm sick of this Ronaldo bullshit, says Sean. And so am I. So let's move back onto that Alvaro Morata stuff. How are you guys feeling with this deal then? Are you concerned by the fact that it's dragging along? It's not really developed any further. Are you concerned by that? Or do you think Morata will eventually be a Manchester United player? Now, we've obviously seen that Morata's had his wedding over the last weekend and over the last week. And that needed to get put out of the way. But that won't affect the negotiations between Manchester United and Real Madrid. And hopefully they can continue this week and United can get a deal done for him. Because as I say, reliable people, reliable sources like Di Marzio, reliable people like Fabrizio Romano are coming out and saying that Manchester United are still in talks for Alvaro Morata and the terms have been agreed with the player. So we've agreed wages with him. Just one or two things left to do, and that is get a fee agreed, get a medical done, and he's our man. I'm good, thank you very much, Nathaniel. Hope you're well too. Arabian says apparently United have agreed a deal for Nelson Semedo. Which newspaper do you trust, says Abdullah? I don't trust any newspapers, mate. All I'm doing here is giving you guys the stories that are out there at the moment, and then I'll give you my belief whether I think they're true or not. A lot of things that you see in newspapers aren't created by those journalists. Journalism's dead now. Obviously, the likes of Di Marzio, there are good journalists out there, but the main, especially British journalists, most of them are finished. There's no real journalism. It's all clickbait bollocks. So I don't trust any newspaper. Front pages, back pages. Don't read any newspapers. You'll have a better life without it. The internet is here now. There's so much information at our fingertips. Some good, some bad, some fake, some true. But we're all good enough and we all have a brain to be able to read information, take it in, consider different perspectives, consider different things, consider who's giving us this information and maybe what they could gain from misleading us, and take that all on board before coming out with what you think of those stories. So that's what I'm doing on here. Look, I may talk about the Sun, which we speak about them a lot because obviously their transfer news is always there and they share what other people are putting out there into the news. But I don't like the Sun. I never buy the Sun. I'm not promoting the Sun. Fuck the Sun. Fuck the Mail. Fuck all these newspapers. But unfortunately, we do football, we do media, we want to talk transfers, we have to go to some of them, unfortunately. Shion says, just joining, what did I miss? So, we're over 400 viewers at the moment, so 400 viewers strong. Thank you very much for all joining us. What have you missed, you guys that have just joined us? Wow, the news I've been sharing with you guys, obviously it's all out there at the moment, but we're discussing this anyway, so get your thoughts in. Is Morata to Manchester United? Now, Fabrizio Romano has said United are still in talks, trying to convince Real Madrid to sell and settle on a fee. An agreement is in place with the player, which is pretty much what we've known over the last 2 weeks. So things are at that point, are stuck at that point with Alvaro Morata. ESPN, Andy Mitten, etc., etc., are coming out today and saying that Manchester United are cool on Cristiano Ronaldo. We're not forcing things with Cristiano Ronaldo. We need to let him force things. If he wants to leave, let him force it. Don't get ran around the market by Cristiano Ronaldo and Real Madrid and then see him end up staying there and commit his future and his happiness to the club. We don't want to be in that position. And I'm glad all the noise coming out of Old Trafford, all the noise coming out of the credible sources are saying United aren't getting drawn into it. Let Cristiano Ronaldo do the legwork if he actually wants to return to Manchester United. Because Cristiano Ronaldo knows if he genuinely wants to leave Real Madrid, United will genuinely want him. But he also knows whether he's fucking around or not. And if he is fucking around, don't fuck United around while you're doing it. Use Paris Saint-Germain. Use some of these Chinese clubs. Don't use Manchester United. Although I don't have the faith that he will do that, the little bastard. Right. So that's what we're covering. Also today, we're covering the news that Juventus face investigation over the Paul Pogba transfer. But fear not, ladies and gentlemen, because Manchester United will not face any investigation. United have been told, look, we know you guys have done no wrongdoing. So United are in the firing line from FIFA. Juventus are, Raiola are. It seems to be third-party ownership rules which have been broken. So let's see how that one goes down. But United don't need to worry, regardless of what comes of it. We've got 450 people in the house at the moment. Vaishak says Mata in India, and Juan Mata is in India at the moment. I've been seeing some of the videos. Great to see him out there, meeting some of the fans, playing football with some of the kids. Juan Mata is such a lovely man, and even on his holidays, he's giving back to the fans. I love to see that. But also, I know a lot of my subscribers are based in India. So whether you're watching this live or you're watching this after, did you get to see him? Did you get to meet Juan Mata? Have you got a picture with him? Can you get it in the comments? Get your pictures in the comments if you've met Juan Mata in India. But what a guy he is. Who will we sign next, says North Star. I think our next signing will be Alvaro Morata. I really do think that. These are the reasons why. The reasons why I think that is because I think the Perisic deal, which seems to be there, could drag on and on and on. We know that Inter Milan need 27 million by the end of the month. And so we're not pushing our bid up from the 35 million pound that has been offered. And because of that, that one could drag on to the end of June, where Inter Milan may be forced to take a lower fee than they want. So because of that, I think United will get Alvaro Morata next in, and then maybe Perisic will be the one in. That'll be 3 players in, and then United can get on. United have done a large percentage of their business and can focus on 1 or 2 more players. Maybe that big signing that Jose Mourinho will want. Abdullah says, have I smelt Juan Mata? I have smelt Juan Mata. I've hugged him. I've shook his hand, smiled at him. I've probably creeped him out a little bit. He smells lovely, and he's a lovely, lovely man. People say don't meet your heroes. If your hero's Juan Mata, you better go and meet him, because he doesn't fail to let you down. He's always full of smiles. He's always happy to see you. He's always got time for people. He's a lovely guy to chat to. And I just wish he was my best mate, because the guy's a top bloke. But yeah, he does smell very, very nice. B. Davis says, what do you make of the Mourinho tax allegations? Tax fraud allegations are all the rage now in Spain, aren't they? It's like the Spanish tax authorities have decided to target Barcelona, got Messi, got Mascherano, etc., etc. And now they've moved on to Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo. We know Jose Mourinho was manager there before. But Jose Mourinho has released a statement through his legal team and his legal representatives, and they've said that he's fully cooperated with the tax regulations and the tax laws in Spain, and he's got nothing to worry about. So hopefully that's the case, because of course it's not football related, but we don't want our manager going through the headache of having these tax fraud allegations hanging over him, and we don't want our manager, being a tax fraud, do we? Because it's only going to come and bite him on his arse, and then what? What if we lose our manager? It's not on. Ronaldo and Mourinho, a great pair now, says Flinzer. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, says Craig. Vincent. JR891 says Fabinho. Metua says, thoughts on Rooney having already started pre-season. Now, thoughts on Wayne Rooney having started pre-season. Look, I think Wayne Rooney should have left Manchester United, or should leave Manchester United this summer. I don't want to see Wayne Rooney ruin his legacy at the club. He's got a fantastic legacy at the club. He's won every single trophy you can win. He's our top goal scorer. He's the club's top goal scorer. He spent some great years here at Manchester United, but he's on the decline. Over the last 2 to 3 years, we've seen that he's on the decline. And going forward, I don't want to see Wayne Rooney continue to decline at Manchester United. He will want to start games week in, week out. He isn't good enough to start games week in, week out for Manchester United. So I think it's best that he moves on and we move on from Real Madrid. It's that simple. What do you guys think? Gary says we need to stop being given the chase around, the run around by Real Madrid, and I do agree. Ruben says rest peacefully, Prodigy. Yes, I have tweeted about that a little bit earlier today. Really, really sad news in the hip hop world, with Prodigy of Mobb Deep obviously passing away. Really, really sad news. And I do obviously rest in peace to Prodigy. A huge influence in the hip hop game. Someone that I've listened to for a long, long time, since I was a kid, since I wasn't even allowed to listen to those. When tapes had parental advisory stickers on them, and my mum would shout, but I wouldn't listen. And I listened to Mobb Deep quite a lot, so it's a sad one. Fortunately for me, while he was alive, I got to see him perform live. I was on stage when they performed at Liverpool, in Liverpool, at the O2, and it was a fantastic performance. And I got to see him perform all the old classics, so that was nice. But obviously, rest in peace to Prodigy. What a man. Anyway, going back to the football. Rooney is my hero at United, but sadly it's time to leave, says Vashak. We need 3 to 4 more players, says Roy Keane 91. You hear Prodigy's song Illuminati, says Witness. I've heard a lot of them, yeah, and that one does ring a bell. We keep the comments coming in, guys. Keep your comments coming in. We've got over 500 people in the house at the moment as well. Subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. Over the last week or so, I've put on around just under 1,000 subscribers. Now, if we can keep this pace up, if we can keep this pace going, subscribers coming in by the bucket load, we are going to hit my target of 40,000 by the time the Premier League season starts. And I've got so much content coming up for you next season. This is why I want this to happen. So make sure you keep subscribing, guys, if you haven't subscribed already. I'll love you eternally if you do. We're on 33,080 at the moment, and that number is rising. So keep plugging away, keep subscribing if you haven't already, whether you're watching live or watching this back later. Make sure you subscribe. Today we're talking Alvaro Morata. We're talking, obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo, unfortunately. We're talking, what else? Let's have a little search for Man United news at the moment. What else is in the news for Manchester United? Duncan Castles has come out. Now, Duncan Castles is obviously clued up well with the Jose Mourinho camp, the Jorge Mendes camp. He's come out and said that Cristiano Ronaldo wants to go to Man United if he leaves Real Madrid. If he leaves Real Madrid. I have no doubt that if Ronaldo leaves Real Madrid, Manchester United will be his first choice. I just have loads of doubts that Cristiano Ronaldo will leave Real Madrid. Arabian Gamer says Matic. I'm not too sure about that one. What's going on? I don't mind Matic, but not too sure. The Fabinho rumours have gone quiet. Utkarsh. Aubameyang is going to City, says unknown thing. Be a good signing for them, but I'm not too arsed as long as we get our own signings in. Love blazing and watching your show. Adam says, Zach, good man. Whether you're having a drink, having a blaze, having a chill, doing your homework, watching it, whatever you're doing when you're watching Adam McKola TV, just thank you for watching. Whether you watch it, whether you just listen to it, whatever you do, thank you for getting involved, guys. I know my voice can probably grate on you every now and then, but you keep plugging away, and I love you for it. Some of you guys have been here from the very start. Some of you are newcomers, but I love you all the same. So thank you guys for getting involved. We've hit 33,100 now as well. So thank you very much. Ronaldo was using us to get a new contract, says Shantanu. I don't think he'll sign a new contract because he signed a contract last season. But I do think he's using us maybe for a little bit of support from Real Madrid, whether financially, in his legal case, or publicly, because they haven't really come out and defended him or anything or said anything about his tax allegations. But I don't think he's using us for a new contract. And is he really using us? Because, thank you, Ben, by the way. Is Ronaldo really using us? Because all he's said is, I want to leave Real Madrid. Now, we know he may be lying about him wanting to leave Real Madrid, but that's all he's said. He hasn't come out and said, I want to leave Real Madrid to sign for Man United. That hasn't been said. The links have then been made by fans and the media. Because obviously, if Ronaldo was available, Man United would want him. So has he really used us? Is that his intention? I don't know. But he knows why he's doing this. And that's why I say, privately, he needs to, if this is a game to get more support from Real Madrid, privately, he needs to not mess around with Man United. He needs to tell him, needs to tell his agent, yo, tell United to stay out of it because I'm not actually going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? J-Bad says, hope we're not in for Matic. Surely Fabinho is better. I don't mind Matic, I'm being honest, but I would prefer Fabinho. But I don't mind Matic. I think he's a good player. Mason says, who should we sell? Who should we sell? We could sell Ashley Young, Wayne Rooney. Darmian's been linked with a Juventus move. Will Darmian go to Juventus? Apparently Jose Mourinho wants to keep him. But with Alves potentially leaving Juventus, Darmian has been seen as a potential replacement for him. Jose doesn't really want to let him go. Would you let Matteo Darmian go, guys? What do you think about that? If he was offered to be Juventus' first choice as an Italian, would he want to go there? Possibly, because I mean he's not first choice at Manchester United, is he? Zayn, thank you for getting involved, mate. Alexis says, I've heard Mourinho is going to block the return of Ronaldo. Guys, you've got to be careful what you read. Because a lot of people will take the news today, what they've heard from Andy Mitten and co, where they say Manchester United are cool on Ronaldo. We're not getting overexcited. We're not pulling our dicks out. We're just relaxed about it. If Ronaldo wants to leave, let's wait and see what game he's playing in the long term. So United are just cool about it. I don't think Mourinho has ruled it out. I just think he's cool about it. Like I am. I've been cool about it. Yesterday when I did a video on this, on the Ronaldo subject. Friday when I did a video on the Ronaldo subject. Said it's not happening. If it happens, I'm buzzing. If it happens, I'm over the moon. If Ronaldo returns, best thing ever. But if he doesn't, I'm not going to be bothered because I don't expect him to return. If he returns, it's going to be one big fucking surprise. It's going to be the best surprise ever. Dicks out for Ronaldo, says Dutkash, and I do agree. I will bring back, say it again, Gunnar, if Ronaldo comes back. Morata and Belotti both possible, says Amy. Apparently Belotti's decided to stay at Torino. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure, but that's apparently... Now, I don't think United will sign Belotti. I think he's a good talent. I think probably need to do it over another season for United to splash that 150 million that has been touted about for him. But with Morata potentially coming in, with Marshall, with Rashford, I don't think we should just go all out for Belotti. Idan says his heart is saying Wayne Rooney should stay. Look, if he stays and he does well, I would be delighted. But if he stays, I do not expect him to do well. What do you make of Salah to Liverpool? Says Nabil. I think it's a decent signing. Spent around 45 million euros on him. It's a decent signing. He's done well for Roma. Didn't do too well for Chelsea, although he only played a few games. It'll be an interesting one. I don't think it's the calibre of player I would want United going after. But Liverpool are in that second tier of the market where they're picking up players that United, Chelsea, City, Barca, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich don't want. And obviously I would love to be just being disrespectful and being messing around and being taking the piss for the fun of it. But I think that's genuinely the case. Liverpool are not even second in the queue. They're 5th or 6th when it comes to Premier League teams. So unless you're a Liverpool fan, you're not going to sign for them. I think Salah's a good player. I think it's a good signing. But I'm not gutted that he's ended up there. Amy Pants says, what do I think about Shaw? I hope Luke Shaw stays at Manchester United. I really, really do hope Luke Shaw stays at Man United. I think he's a fantastic talent. I think he can go all the way and become one of the best left backs in the world. I think he just needs an arm put around him. I think he needs a little bit of support. I think he needs to run in the game. I think he needs to get his fitness up. I think he needs to work on his tactical approach to things under Jose Mourinho. But I really do believe in his talent and his potential. And I hope he does well for United next season. Yes, Sam Scholesy, how you doing, mate? I hope you're doing well. Do I think Ronaldo will come home, says True Inspiration, who's obviously not been watching the rest of the show. You're one of the latter few from these 560 that are currently watching live to get through. I don't think we will sign Cristiano Ronaldo. No. We are now on 562 watching. Guys, please hit that like button. I've seen a few dislikes coming through at the moment. So let's try and make those dislikes disappear by you guys, you loyal viewers, you loyal followers, smashing that like button. I mean, it doesn't take you long to hit that like button and it doesn't affect your viewing. In fact, it makes your viewing better because the more people that get involved, the bigger this channel gets, the bigger and better it gets for all of us. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well, guys. Mickey T, you're late again, mate. What's going on there? You're born late. You're a bit like me. I'm always late as well. But I'll let you off. I don't mind you being a little bit late. I'll give you what we've been speaking about. We've been speaking about Morata to Man United and how DiMarzio have been reporting that United are still in talks with him. Terms have been agreed with the player. We just need to agree a fee and then he's our man. We've also been talking about the Paul Pogba transfer, how Manchester United have been cleared of any wrongdoing in the transfer, but Juventus will be investigated. Funny that, isn't it? We get the player, they get the 89 million, they have to pay Rayola's 41 million, and now they got FIFA on their case. Enjoy that, Juventus. Also, we've been talking Cristiano Ronaldo briefly, how I don't think he'll sign for Manchester United, how I think if he is, if he's been messing about here with Real Madrid and he's trying to force a little bit of support from them, he needs to be honest with Jorge Mendes. He needs to be honest with Jose Mourinho behind the scenes and say, look, I'm fucking around these guys. But I don't think he will. But that's how he should do it. What does Josh Harrop do this season? Loan or some first team time, says Craig Vincent. I can't see them getting much first team time, to be totally honest, unless one of them comes through and has an... Back again, I do apologise about that. We were just talking about Josh Harrop. We were talking about how Josh Harrop should he go on loan? Will he stay at Man United? Will he get opportunities? Will he get game time? And I really do doubt whether most of these youngsters will get game time at Manchester United. Why do I keep disappearing like Ozil? I don't know, guys. It's issues with Wirecast, but I will sort those out eventually. Maybe I need to update the app or something like that. Guys, make sure you keep hitting them like buttons to silence those dislikers that are coming through. Loads of them recently. I think a certain someone sent them, but you know what? He can go fuck himself. Anyway, moving on from that. Why do they always do that, by the way? They think it genuinely bothers me. That's what's funny. What a bunch of wankers. Anyway, moving on from that. Also, Josh Harrop, same age as Anthony Martial. Can you believe it, guys? Same age as Anthony Martial. Same age, and people get on Anthony Martial's case, people get on his back, all this, that and the other. He's the same age as Anthony Martial. I'm not airing you many plays, I promise. Josh Harrop, I think a loan move would be good for him. I think getting game time would be good for him, but I don't see him getting much game time at Manchester United, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, this has been an absolutely epic stream for you today. It hasn't been a record-breaking one. Maybe tomorrow will be a record-breaking one. We've hit some dizzying heights of 890, I think, live viewers it was. Can we hit 900 to 1,000 tomorrow? We'll find out then. We'll be going live again at 8 p.m. UK time. So remember you join us. Remember you set your clock so you remember. Remember you're back on Adam McKola TV. Remember you hit that subscribe button as well, because we want to be hitting 40,000 subscribers by the start of the new Premier League campaign. Hopefully we can get there. Anyway, I've been Adam McKola. This has been Adam McKola TV. You guys have been absolutely fucking legends. I'm out of here.